before you go. And you're going to see this first. So after this, watch the whole thing. Wait, wait, before you go. You want to know how we got to this place? Watch the video. What? Hello, my friends. Denise here from C's Art, and we are going to go back in time as if it was winter for me, because that's encaustic season. That's when I melt the damar resin and the beeswax and all that fun stuff and get all those wonderful smells. And I have to run two griddles, 26 by 14 each. It's like, it gets warm in there and I love it. Free heat. Well, anyway, I'm going back to this because there are some folks at work that I adore, and they are very hard workers. And I used to have oh God, I can't do this. There we go. I used to have a painting up there for them. Uh, Situations as they were, when certain things happened, I took it down and gave it to somebody else. I love giving away art, but this has a lot of work to do. We have color harmony, which is going along pretty good, but we still have value corrections. You know, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, which is really cool. Because once you get that down, I mean, I've had some aha moments in my personal training, which I'm dedicated to every day, where I've learned something, and I really want to apply it to this. This is a doodle. You know, I'm giving it away from my heart, but I'm learning from it. So that's where, when you lose the attachment to what it is that you're doing, you can create freely, and that is a blessing. I couldn't imagine if I was whatever. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is carve, and just a little bit, and I'm gonna end up speeding up the video and all that stuff. But I got my waxing carving tools here, and let's bring you down. Come on down. Come on down. I'm gonna turn you around, so Mama, turn away. My mama's got vertigo. I have a little bit too, so you know, I understand what that's about. I get it. Totally get it. So I'm gonna take you up so you can get a full view of where we're at right now, and kind of like my ideas. The only thing I don't like about this one arm is that it does not lock at the bottom, so I have to use a bungee. Here's my bungee. Can you see it? I don't know. I'm gonna try to get it in there. Yay, bungee! And my ironwood desk, and she locked and loaded. Look at her sharpen up. She's so happy. Alright, so you can see some carving, right, into the wax. So I was working dark to light, and we're not done. So we're going to carve the rest of this stuff. I got out to there. I didn't carve anything on that small tree over here, except for it's dark. Mother tree. I love her. She's so beautiful. These effects that you see down here were created with shellac, and we're going to do that in the second and final video of this piece. And then I'll be able to give it to them. It's so cool. So if you're playing along, I'm sure you're not, because I'm a nutcase. Ooh, do you? So what I have is a blowtorch, and this one, if y'all remember from my original videos, it goes way back to epoxy resin. I just love her. I love her. She's great. And we're going to use a boatload of stuff. Not all of them. Primarily this, my beautiful little stick. Now these things are clay tools, okay? And they work great. This I bought at the hardware store. It makes wonderful lines, which is what did this down here with the shellac. I have a dental pick. Yes, a dental pick. I have a dental pick. And all the rest of these clay tools, which pretty much the one I love the most is this little round guy. So we have our tool set here, and we'll get everybody back in the box. Thank you for showing up, but you guys, you're, oh, and these little things, I don't know where they came from, but I don't know. Yeah. Oh, and this, the little hairs, but we're not going to use this until we do the shellac burns. So that'll be video number 2. Okay. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, my friends, so these are the tools I'm going to be using to help you see what changes are being made, and also to guide me along. These are pastel pencils in a variety of colors, some beautiful colors that fit the field here, and I'm using white pastels for highlights, okay? Crepasse is it's a great, let me show you, because this is what we're going to do so you can see. I'm going to take you down. I got to make sure my bungee cord is proper. Get you, there we go. Alright, so there are lines in here, but you may not be able to see them, so let's do this. Now you can see them. See that? So now I want to figure out where I want them, and that's mostly on the top. We haven't carved in here, but that's the cool thing. This is what I want to try this time, right? Instead of putting the lines in first and then going through, and then of course you use your pinky. Ooh, see? And we can put multiple colors through here, and we're going to be doing that because that's part of what I've been learning. So here we see we have no carving. So what I want to try to do to save time, because that's what I do. Oopsie. I just want to bring you a little closer to the action. Hang on. Jeepers. Alright. This is as far down as literally she wants to go, unless I turn the camera in a weird way. I might have to get me something over here, my frenzies. Alright, let's see if that'll stay. I'll touch it. Ow. Ow. Don't break. That would be so painful. Oh, God. Alright, so we're going to work on this piece right here. If I was in the studio, I have a brand new camera, so that would have taken you right into the action. My apologies, but you'll be there for the best part, the burn. I'm going to go ahead and put some here. So I'm using Crepasse white pastels. They're soft, but they're not as soft as those expensive ones that I love. They're not like putty. You can work with them. And then I'm going to get my favorite tool, which is this pointy guy here. And I see where I'm going over there, so I'm going to take a circle here. kind of take it the way that branch would be going, right? Where the curves are is where you're putting in your action. So you're determining the direction, right? So I can pull this piece out here, and it's darker. You see that? So that gives it, it's almost like values make the curves, if that's a word. I read that in a book and it blew my mind. That was a couple of years ago, and I still really didn't quite grasp it. You have to keep doing this kind of stuff every day to grasp all those concepts. I guess that's why back in like the 1800s they just sent their kids to art school, to university. You go to university, bless you. You go to university. So you probably can't. Do I have too much light? Let me see. Oh, I did. My bad. Okay. So, if you can take a peek right there, that's what we're kind of doing. So I'm going to continue this, but I'm going to listen to music or a video or something and fast forward through it, and we'll do it together. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.
please, please, could we have it back?
And they
Please,
asked for that.
because they have no. We
They
were
did ask
talking.
for it.
No, and
They said,
I gave.
can you
them
give the
some.
doc? They said they went to DOJ to subpoena you to get.
Which they've never done before.
Right.
And in
But
all
why not
fairness,
just hand them over then?
because I had boxes.
That Bear's not buying it. Just not buying it.
to go through the boxes and get all my personal things out.
Hello, my
I don't
friends.
wanna hand
Welcome
that
back.
over to Nara yet.
I was gone, for a little bit, but you a minuta. So you're gonna see some changes here. Let me. I reduced the light because it was really intense. Let's back up there. Okay. Sip. So, pretty much, I got out my expensive pastels, my soft pastels, the Senneliers. They're gorgeous. When you want a soft, something that you could like rub on your finger and say, oh, where you going? oh, you're going right there. Okay, so that's a very soft, creamy pastel. And then I have my Crepas, which is a soft pastel, but is not as soft. You really gotta shove it on your fingers, so it's not really worth the time sometimes. You just want to put it right on the product. So what I've been doing is I kind of worked down into this area here. So if you look back on, if you lost track, you can go back and see that this was all quite a bright yellow. So I put down I believe I'm using an ochre. I would have to look at the number. I'm sorry, guys. They don't put the names on that shit. But this is, I think it's a burnt umber. I'm pretty sure it's burnt umber. So what I see that I can do, and I think this piece is going to take me some time because I'm really going to put all my learning and effort into it, is I can brighten areas, right? And then I can darken areas. Now this has some really wonderful green in there. I love that. That green is so gorgeous. It kind of, if you were close on it, you could see it. It's like moss between the trees. This is a really fun piece. Encaustic wax is amazing, and it just takes your imagination. And I used a pipette, and trust me, those pipettes are really strong. They can take the heat. Your wax is about anywhere from 180 to 200 degrees if you have a lot of damar, which I do. So I can go to 200 and it's beautiful. Never smokes or anything. I got this cool recipe because I like hard resin. I want it to be there forever. And I've got pieces that are 3 years old, that I keep checking in different recipes. They're on my shelf, and I want to see if they crack or they change or whatever. Nothing's changed. Everything's great. I polished them, and they're as gorgeous as they were the day I made them. That's the cool thing about resin, encaustic wax, is you can do that. So I know that I believe my light source is going to be coming down this way, right? So I can go ahead and darken the underside of my stuff. And again, I'm using that soft pastel. And for this guy here, probably underside, yeah. There we are. And like over here, there's a lot there. And then I'm gonna take my finger. We're gonna finger paint, right? We're just gonna finger paint along those areas that we added the soft pastel. Now this pastel will be like almost fully dry tomorrow. It's crazy how that works. I don't know. So we're gonna get down in there. We're gonna spread a little here. Go that way. And down into the roots. Whatever I have on my fingers goes with me. Waste not, want not, for nothing. Now I love the light in here, so I want to keep that, and I'm going to go ahead and brush this white. Just there. And we're going to use our thinner again and just play. And then we'll just let the brush be the brush. Oh, if I use the right side, the proper side. Let that gently glide over your carvings, if you have any. If not, just let it gently glide over. So I'm going to do this part here, which doesn't have any carvings, and just gently drive over that. Alright. And over here I have no carvings, but I'm going to carve. So I'm loading colors right now. So we are loading colors. Loading our light. I want you to be able to see. It's a big piece. Sorry. So we're loading our light. It's going to be gorgeous. I like how it flows out into this part here that's already had the shellac burn. It's so pretty. Alright, and on this yellow, we're going to load the light. And, you know, I have multiple options. I can rub that. I don't want to do that. But what I do want to do is, I do the doo-doo. I do want to, where's my prick? Oh, not a kid-friendly show. Oh, caught it. Alright, I don't know where my stick is, but I have it. Oh, here she is. She was waiting for me over there. Alright, so I have over yellow, I have white and a brown. I believe it's a burnt umber. I would have to look at the back and try to figure it out, but I have dropped this thing a couple of times. And I just throw the colors back in their color scheme and not probably in their color place. So, but I think I know burnt umber. And you see what we did here? Can you see? Let me get it up there. Right there. We're working here, right here. Alright? So we have the carving going this way, right? And we're going to change it now. And you should be cleaning off your little thingy every time you go in, but I'm holding the board so you can see what I'm doing, okay? I can go back in and get that stuff out. So now we're pushing that color and we're changing direction. Put that out. And you see how that's creating foreshortening. That's another thing I've been trying to teach myself. Foreshortening is a term that means you can it's almost like if you're doing 3D, you know, and that hand is right in front of you, but you see the body behind it, you know, and the hand is bigger than everything, and you're totally aware of what the dealio is. All right, so we keep on carving down through, and because we know the light is there, this is cool. And I'm going to press that wax down. I love this. I haven't used my heat gun yet. I don't think I'm going to need to. I think organically this is working out really well. So I'm going to show you a little bit down here and we're going to be done, okay? So we got this going this way, and we still have to work on these, but we haven't really put the highlight in there yet. I think this would be going this way. And again, I would be cleaning my brush or my stick every moment of the way. But I can't. I'm holding this up for you to see. So, that's okay. And then you can take it right straight down. Look at that. Oh, yeah. So, I'm just going to pat that back in there. I think I like that better than peeling it up. That adds so much wonderful texture. Okay, we just did a tiny little piece today. I hope y'all are excited. Again, we just started the tree over here. We can still, you know, we could still go up from the bottom. See? And that stuff I'll be working on, but maybe in the next video we'll just continue on this one little place. I think that's amazing. I think that's a fun idea. And so for anybody who's got crayons and you want to try something like this, you can. You know, you just need a good hot plate, some tins, melt your crayons, but you need absolute full ventilation because crayons are not like encaustic wax. Encaustic wax also requires ventilation, but not nearly as bad as the chemicals you would find in a crayon. Now you can buy crayons that are completely made out of beeswax, and all you would need is some powdered damar, and you can purchase that. Pellets. They actually have pellets you can get if you don't want to crush your own. I like to crush my own because, I don't know, I'm weird that way. But I have used the pellets and they work very well. So there's nothing you can't do with a little bit of imagination and a whole lot of fun. I am extremely beginning to love this piece so much. They may not get it. No, I'm kidding. They're going to get it, but it's on loan. It's definitely going to be on loan. All right, my friends. This is Denise Becker from Susart saying ciao bella, and I love you, mommy. She's 84. Oh my goodness.